Independence Day was released in 1996, was directed by Roland Emmerich and was written by Roland Emmerich and co-written by Dean Devlin, who are frequent collaborators. And this film stars Will Smith, Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, and Randy Quaid. In this film that is a homage to the 1970s space invasion movies and also a homage to Star Wars, we see a mysterious alien race who conduct an invasion of the Earth. The survivors of this alien invasion decide to launch a counterattack on the 4th of July. Hence the title Independence Day. As always guys, thanks for supporting this channel. Please keep on supporting it. If you're new to this channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. I want you to hit that alarm bell as well so you can get notifications for when my video is going to be uploaded. Give this video a like as well and share this video with your friends also. Independence Day was the biggest movie of 1996 and was also the highest grossing movie of 1996. The way that this film was promoted was incredible. The money is on the screen. This is a very rich production. Roland Emmerich is a brilliant director. Some of my favourite works from the 90s were Universal Soldier, Stargate, but Independence Day is his magnum opus. This is his biggest and his best film to date. This movie ticks all the boxes of a classic blockbuster. And when I was watching this movie to review it, I can see where Michael Bay drew his inspiration for the narrative of such films as Armageddon and Transformers. Independence Day has the same type of style that Michael Bay would adopt in many of his other films, i.e. the stylish visuals, great cinematography, and huge explosions. Independence Day is a very well-paced and character-driven film. Whilst there are some spectacular set pieces, it is the characterization of this film that holds this film together. The first act of this film is fantastic, where we start to see the aliens start to approach the Earth. Then they start positioning themselves over different landmarks. And these visual effects, the set pieces, they still hold after 25 years. And I also like how the introduction of the characters was done in this movie. It is slowly drawn, but they are all positioned at the right time of the narrative. We have Bill Pullman's character, who's the president, who is an ex-fighter pilot, who's not deemed patriotic, is deemed by a coward by many in his staff and by the press, and is unsure of what to do when these aliens start to attack the Earth, and they start to approach different landmarks. We have Jeff Goldblum's character, who is a scientist / IT guy, whose ex-wife is one of the president's aides, and he doesn't get on with the president because he thought that he and his wife were having an affair. So I liked how there's a synergy between these characters, and also with Will Smith's character. He's a fighter pilot who dreams of participating in a space program. And we get Randy Quaid's character, who was actually abducted by aliens at some point and has a great understanding about what's going on. So this is all well put together. And each and every one of these characters has a very strong arc. But the second act of the film, where we see the aliens start to attack, the iconic sequence of where we see the White House get blown up still holds after 25 years. The destruction of the White House sequence in Independence Day has to be beyond a shadow of doubt one of the greatest visual effects sequences ever put to film. And it's still mind-blowing to this very day. Independence Day won an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, and rightly so. And if you look at advancements in technology over 25 years, to see a film that was released in 1996 that still has some spectacular visual effects that can go toe-to-toe with some films of today is an achievement. The space battle sequences are just as incredible. And again, drawing inspiration from Star Wars. The musical score in this film, it was done by David Arnold. David Arnold, you can tell he took a page out of John Williams' book, who did the Star Wars films. And David Arnold will go on to compose musical scores for several of the Bond films as well. Independence Day marked the second of 3 collaborations between Roland Emmerich and David Arnold. Their first was the 1994 film Stargate. In 1998, they would work together again on Godzilla. And his score works perfectly. It works perfectly for the tension, for the drama, for the action, and for the finale sequence. It's very heroic. Independence Day isn't just a film that relies solely on visual effects or action. This is a character-driven film as well. So after the alien invasion attack, we get to see the aftermath for these characters. And I like how these characters are developed. They're not the same characters that we see in the first act of the film. So Will Smith's character, after he survives, we see that he wishes to go and locate his girlfriend, played by Vivica Fox. Bill Pullman's character, we learn that his wife was fatally injured in one of the attacks and subsequently dies. And that adds another emotional layer. Independence Day put Will Smith on the map. Will Smith was having a blast as Steve Hillard. And he said that he drew inspiration from Han Solo in Star Wars. And he gets some memorable one-liners in this movie. From Welcome to Earth when he punches the alien in the face to That's What I Call a Close Encounter. We get strong, reliable support from Jeff Goldblum. And we get reliable support, as always, from Bill Pullman and the hilarious Judd Hirsch, who plays the father of Jeff Goldblum's character. And his character brings in a lot of conspiracy knowledge. So anybody who's a fan of such shows such as X-Files, there were things that were introduced into Independence Day, such as Area 51, the alien landing at Roswell that took place many years ago. That is worked into the narrative of the movie. But then we have the fourth act of the film, where the counterattack is launched. Jeff Goldblum identifies a way that we can actually neutralize these aliens and conduct an attack on them. And all of these characters all come together for the final act of the film. Bill Pullman's character was an ex-fighter pilot, and he wishes to participate in area combat and launch an attack on aliens. And we see Bill Pullman as the president give that iconic speech to celebrate Independence Day in the final sequence of the film. Randy Quaid's character, he was a pilot, and he participates in the attack as well, as do some of the other survivors of the alien invasion also. And the final act of the film is somewhat reminiscent of Return of the Jedi, where they discover that the shield hasn't been dropped and they still decide to launch a counterattack. Randy Quaid's character has a more emotional layer to him. I would say that his character does what Han Solo did in the first Star Wars film, where it looked like all hope was lost and it looked like Luke was going to get blown up, and then just out of nowhere, Han Solo starts shooting and he saves him. That is the same thing that Randy Quaid's character does, where it looks like all hope was lost and then Randy Quaid's character survives and says, "I'm back, fellas." And I like the sacrifice that his character made, and it added a real emotional layer to the movie, because his character was just seen as a deadbeat dad and a loser, but he wasn't. And the final thing that he says was, "Tell my kids I love them." Independence Day has humour. And whilst Will Smith is known as a wisecracking person, his character doesn't have all the humorous lines. Judd Hirsch has some humorous lines. Randy Quaid has some humorous lines. Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, they all have humorous moments in the film to keep the movie balanced. But Independence Day is a disaster movie. And this was a film that inspired other disaster movies after it, i.e. Deep Impact, Armageddon, 2012. But this easily is one of the best. Forget about Independence Day Resurgence. That film was a mess. Independence Day Resurgence was more style over substance. Independence Day, it's got style, it's got substance, and they're both in equal measure. So if you haven't seen Independence Day, watch it. If you haven't seen it in a long time, watch it, because you will find that it is still entertaining. So this is a film that I'll give a very strong 9 out of 10 to. So guys, that's my review. As always, thanks for supporting this channel. Please keep on supporting it. I want you to hit that subscribe button so you can follow this channel. I want you to hit the alarm bell as well so you can get notifications from me when my video is going to be uploaded. Give this video a like as well. Leave your comment with what is your favourite scene from Independence Day. Comment down below and I shall see you all on the next film review. Take care.